Hi again, Matt Purge here with the Cameo by Eversys. Today we're going to be getting into our most advanced topic. And this is if you want to take the reins out of the machine's control and start making espresso on your own terms. What we're going to be doing today is adjusting the grinder manually. Now, you might want to do this if you're changing coffees in the hopper. You might be doing some quality control with the machine, and you want to dial in your next coffee a little bit more quickly than the ETC calibration screen can do it for you. If you want to do that, you go into the bean and grinder setting menu, and the bottom right little guy here, like a little moulin, leads us to the grinder adjustment page. Now here we see a few different buttons. On the left is the grinder for the left hopper, and on the right is the grinder and settings for the right hopper. Now what we can do is grind coffee out of each side, and we can also adjust finer or coarser based on where we want to go. So finer or coarser means that the burrs are moving further apart or closer together in increments of exactly 1/100th of a millimeter. Now that's also called 10 microns. So if you divide a millimeter into 100 spots, we're moving the burrs by one of those increments. It's a very, very small distance, and it means that throughout the day, as the machine is adjusting the grinder, it's not veering from side to side, making our shots too long or too quick. So if you want to adjust the grinder and you want to make a big change, you're going to need to press these buttons a fair few times to make a significant adjustment. If your espresso is maybe 5 seconds off, then you may only need to press a button 3 times. If your espresso is 10, 15, 20 seconds off, you may need to make an adjustment of 10 or even 20. So to do that, we just say we want to go finer on the left hopper. We press finer. Now you'll notice that the grinder grinds as it's adjusting. And we can also do it on the right side. Listen, as I press that button again, you'll notice the grinder will turn on as it adjusts the grind setting. So what it's doing there is making sure that the burrs don't jam as it's pushing beans through. So I'll do that again and you can have a listen. Now, the opposite direction, when we go coarser, it doesn't need to grind because there's no chance of it becoming jammed as it goes larger. So we can do that quite quickly. Those adjustments are already made. Now, after we've made some adjustments with the grinder, we need to purge that grinder to make sure that when we make our next coffee, the grinds that are being used are the setting that we've adjusted the grinder to. To do that, we press the grind hopper button. What that'll do is grind coffee into the brewing chamber. Then it's going to actually tamp them, wet them, and then push them into the knockbox underneath the machine. Now it does this because we don't want to fill up our machine with dry coffee grinds that are going to get everywhere with static and make everything really messy. So making them a little bit wet and pushing them out means that the inside of the machine stays much more clean. So we've now successfully changed our grind, purged the grinder, and we can go back to either our ETC calibration or our products and keys menu to continue to finesse our recipes and make our espresso taste even better. Thanks for watching all these videos. It's been great, and I hope to see you at one of the expos around the world somewhere.